What up, everybody, and welcome back to Let's Talk Podcast. I'm your host, Dustin Calloway. And today, before I start this video, I want to ask everyone that is watching this video, please hit the subscribe button. I'm getting a lot of views. I'm just trying to basically turn my actual subscriber list up. So if you can, please smash that like button, smash the subscribe button. It'll definitely help me out in the long run to keep this thing going. So where do we start today? So as you can see, I changed the setup a little bit. For some odd reason, I've been shooting this thing with my desk cocked sideways. And I think I left it like that because my initial setup I have another desk right here that you can't see off camera, but it was for a co-host. But right now I'm shooting this thing solo because COVID. All right, so what we're gonna do is let's get into it right now. Today's episode is going to be about, I think, what is today? What is episode? I think it's episode 8, I want to say. But this episode, I'm going to start off by saying this. This is what it's going to be. Don't expect the people around you to support you. That includes family. Okay. 99% of the people that's around you right now, that you call friends and family, they probably will never fucking support you in shit that you do. Low key, they probably hate on everything that you do internally and externally behind your back. That's just me keeping it real flat out. So, you could be building a business. You could start a new career. You could purchase a home. You can get married, start a new relationship, graduate from GED school or college, high school. They'll never support you or be fucking happy for you. That's just the bottom line. Just pay attention to it. Pay attention to everything that you accomplish. Just pay attention to everything that you got going on. So you'll post something on social media. It'll be some goofy shit, right? Like a goofy ass fucking meme, or a goofy ass video of you doing something crazy, or you just putting up a goofy ass video, right? Like, everybody laughing like a motherfucker. But the second you put up that you got your GED, or you graduated from college, or you started a new business, or you got into a relationship, motherfuckers will not like none of that shit, right? You'll get like 11, 12, maybe 8, 9 likes, right? People, and they won't comment on it at all. Some people may send a couple hard eyes, maybe. You can, whatever you're doing, And it's sad that the people that you notice that support you, it don't even really be people that you be close to. Sometimes it does. This is not always the case, but 99% of the time, this is what it is. The people close to you is something crazy that, they just don't get behind you and they don't support you. And the shit is bananas, because you like the goofy shit, but the shit where somebody is trying to, show something positive or something different about their life, like some accomplishments that it don't matter what it is. It could be something that they feel like they made a major move on something and they did this and they did that. But the motherfuckers around them, it's like, God damn, they just won't support them. They just won't support you in that shit. So I'm saying this, don't allow that shit to consume you. Flat out. Do not allow that shit to get in here and eat your soul up, right? Because that shit will turn you into the most bitter person in the world. You'll be fucking depressed. You'll be going through everything in your fucking mind just like, damn, man, because you was just sitting out here fighting for their approval or their, you want to see them, you want them motherfuckers to be happy for you, but nah, be happy for yourself. Be happy for yourself. And just know that 99% of the people that will probably support you, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be people that you don't even fucking know. And that's the crazy part. So that's who, honestly, start looking to the randoms, the random people for your support. If you need something to make you feel better about your business, or feel better about whatever you're doing, look to the motherfuckers that don't know you outside of the circle of people that you grew up with, or your family or your friends or whatever. Look outside of that circle, because 9 times out of 10, those motherfuckers will never support you. They will not. Store all of that shit up here. Store it all. Keep sharing your stories. Keep going on social media, sharing your accomplishments. Keep sharing that shit on social media. Keep putting it out there. And even if you don't want to go through and delete all those people out your life and block them, nah, keep on putting that shit up, because a lot of that shit that you got going on, eventually they're going to see it. They're going to see it. They really gonna see it. Pay attention to the people that do support you versus the people that you want to support you. Just pay attention to that shit. Keep it stored up here. Store that shit and never let it go. Because I'm gonna tie back, I'm gonna flip back around and show you what happens on the back end, right? So if you pay attention to a lot of successful people, right, follow them. And I'm talking about the ones that you see on TV. They can be entertainers, or they could just be fucking successful as stockbrokers, whatever they want to be, a business owner. If you see a lot of them and you hear about a lot of their fucking stories, they have a lot of similarities in their fucking stories. And what's the similarity? On their roads to success, you know, they basically, they all have the same story about their road to success, followed up with stories about their friends and family shitting on them for not giving shit to them after they made it, right? All of a sudden, those stories just start coming out. Family, he don't do shit, or she don't do shit for the family, blah, blah, blah. So let's go back to the beginning. When that motherfucker didn't have nothing, when that actor or that actress or that businessman was at the ground floor trying to get family to buy into the business, to help them out, or sit down and talk to me for a minute so that I can, you know, tell you about this or tell you about that, and, you know, jump on board with me, man, like follow me, man, let me help you, know, help me out with this, and, you know, we can build this thing up. So when a motherfucker was back there, them same motherfuckers' families ain't them the same motherfuckers that in the beginning you were not there. You were not there. You were not there. And I'm not talking about, you know, when you see my shit sparking a little bit, or you see that motherfucker shit sparking a little bit and you like, oh shit, I see something. Let me reach out now. Nah, we see through that shit. People see through that shit. So when you go back to the people that are super successful now, they millionaires, billionaires, and you hear all these stories about their family shitting on them now, like, motherfucker don't do nothing for me. We still living out here in this city. We all broke and poor and shit and this and that, blah, blah, blah. My question is to those people that got those fucking complaints and stories and shit, that always bitch about every fucking thing that a successful person does, or whatever somebody that's successful has. Were you there from the beginning? When that motherfucker was at the ground floor, building that shit up, were you there? When they posted about the process on social media, because, you know, everybody's connected to social media now. Everybody puts their business on social media, and because it's a good hustle. It's a good way to network and, you know, and put your brand out there, whatever you're trying to do out there, all your accomplishments, marriage, whatever. It could be with a business, like I said, anything. Did you support them then? Did you support the motherfucker then? Did you? I'll wait, because it's funny how you get to a certain level of success, and then that's when the motherfuckers want to start coming out the woodworks, right? But they never supported you in the beginning. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not super duper successful, so I'm not really, I'm talking about myself a little bit, but not the whole, like, cause I ain't where I want to be yet. I'm going to get there. But so, like, you know, let me just talk about myself for a little bit, right? So for all of you that follow me on social media, if you follow me on Instagram, Dustin Calloway, just go to my Instagram and scroll all the way back to the beginning when I was shooting the workout videos, when I was trying to, you know, build up that whole workout thing. I started there because I was on a mission to basically get myself, you know, in better health and get healthier and work out and get myself on a better, you know, motherfucking plan, you know, path so that I could extend my life, right? So in the beginning, when I started doing that, I was shooting that shit on my cell phone, crappy ass videos. And eventually I was going to turn that into a, you know, since I'm working out already, I'm gonna just have people come fucking work out with me, and then they could just pay me to be their personal trainer. But then I thought about it after I did it for a while, and this is why I stopped. Because I got to the point where I was like, I'm not passionate about this. This is not what I want to do. Like, I like to work out, but I really don't want to fucking like work people out. I don't want to do that shit. I don't care what kind of money you throwing at me. I don't want to do that shit. This shit is not fun. I just like to work out. So I canned that shit, right? But back then, I really wasn't getting no support on those videos or nothing like that either. Like I wasn't getting no likes, no nothing, no views, no nothing, right? And again, no support from nobody else. You know, the people that I knew, grew up with, all that shit, even family, no support. Fast forward, I said, you know, I started doing my acting and comedy thing, right? Started doing that. Really no support. Up until I got into a movie role. I got a movie role in a movie called Common Creed. And if you want to watch it, you can go to, where is it? It's on Amazon Prime. It's called Common Creed. And I'm in that movie. So I got a little bit of support then. But leading all the way up into that, I believe I was doing like comedy and stuff like a year. And, you know, before that, my comedy videos and stuff like that. But still, no fucking support. And it's just funny how, for all of you people, you know, that I see now that hit me up and stuff like that, thanks, man, I appreciate it. But let's leave it there. Let's leave it right there. Because some of the same people that hit me up now to talk to me now about this, that, I'm doing this and I'm doing that, and they want to talk to me about that shit now. What about in the beginning? We were all friends and family then. When I first started out doing it, when I was consistently posting stuff every fucking day, where were you then? This is why people get to the point where when they become successful, they say, fuck a lot of people. They just go solo and they just go by themselves and they say, fuck it. And they meet new people along the way that's basically got shit in common with them and they click better with them. You know, I'm not saying that, you know, that's the shit that happens for everybody. It's not the same thing for everybody. But for a lot of people that are in that position and that shit happened to them, and this is why they meet new people in life later on in life and they become real cool with those people, sometimes cooler with those people than their own fucking family. And it be like that for real sometimes. Like I know people be wanting to keep those same fucking bonds that you have with people growing up, but how can you when you on a mission to go this way and you trying to get some shit going for yourself and the motherfucker that you knew all your whole life thinking, you know, this motherfucker they gonna ride with me, they gonna support me, and they don't. How do you think a motherfucker's supposed to deal with that shit up here? How? You can't deal with that shit up there. It kind of hurts, but the crazy part is a lot of people don't say that shit. It hurts to not have support from the people that you expect to support you. That shit don't feel good. It don't fucking feel good at all. Don't try to support a motherfucker when you see they right there on the edge and you see something big about to pop for them. Because people see that shit. They see that shit. They see right fucking through it. They see right through that shit. So don't try to support a motherfucker when they get there, man. They don't. And again, a lot of, like I said, a lot of people that have made it and that are successful, they have the same fucking stories. They struggle, no support. Made it. Then family come out the woodworks. Friends come out the woodworks. That motherfucker don't do nothing for nobody. Okay. So that's what you expect. You expect the motherfucker to do something because they made it. Nah, you got to see the other side of it. It don't even matter if you ain't trying to be super duper successful. You could be a motherfucker that tried your hardest in high school, failed, couldn't make it out. And you went back to school to get your GED, and all you want is a motherfucker to support you and be happy for you getting your GED. That's all you want. And a motherfucker will never support you, right? They never show you no love. No fucking love. You got your GED. You got big plans, right? Because I guess, you know, some people see it like you got a GED. That motherfucker he got a GED. He good enough diploma. He motherfucker cool. No, but then that same motherfucker will go on to open up a motherfucking company, start a company ground level, right behind everybody back. Don't nobody know what's going on. Then fast forward 4 years later, that motherfucker's a multi-millionaire. And now the family like, damn, this motherfucker got all this money, won't even help this person out. Won't even help his mama out. Won't even help his grandma out. Won't even help his daddy out. Them the same people that shitted on him when he was trying to go to GED school, get his GED. They didn't have no faith in him, didn't help him out, didn't give him just a pat on the fucking back. But now he got this company, you want him to do shit for you. Yeah, okay. See, motherfuckers just can't be happy for you, man. Sometimes you got to check that backstory, man. There's a fucking darkness, man, that lives inside of each of us. And we need to get it the fuck out of our system. And this is me Me keeping it all the way real with y'all. And I know y'all about to know what the fuck I'm talking about. It's a darkness, man, that lives in us all because it was in me. And sometimes it still be in here. It still fucking be in here sometimes. And I hate that it tries to creep up a little bit, right? So we all grow up. We all go through shit in life. We experience different shit in life, right? And everybody gets set in this mode where they feel like at a certain age, I need to have this. At a certain age, I need to have that. They put a fucking age on everything that happens in life. Everything. They want everything to happen by a certain age. They look at somebody else that they knew, that they know that's the same age as them, and they see what they got, and they be like, damn, I need to have that shit too. Or they think about their parents growing up, what their parents had, so they start looking at their life like, damn, I need to be here. So that darkness starts to build, right? That darkness is building right up in here. And it's building up in here too. You know what that darkness is? It makes, you know what the darkness makes you? It makes you a fucking hater. And that's what it does. The darkness makes you, it turns you into a fucking hater. Scroll through your social media page right now. Everything ain't bullshit on there. A lot of people out here making some big moves, doing big things. I want to send a shout out to my cousin, Howard Grove, and his girl, Unique. If you check them out on Instagram, Facebook, all that. They making moves, right? But let me tell you about that darkness, right? That darkness that grows in people and it lives in people. A motherfucker could put up some posts on social media, and don't get me wrong, the darkness was in me before. This is me keeping it real. I ain't got to lie about shit. But when you see him and his girl post about every house they done bought, rehabbed, and flipped, in the beginning, there was a little bit of darkness in me. I was like, man, whatever, man. Like hating a little bit on the inside, like, damn, man, whatever, man, that house shit. Trying to find a fucking reason to look at what they doing, that good shit that they doing too, because they making fucking moves. But it was a darkness in me trying to find a reason to just hate and not support them on what they do and what they're doing. It was something in me just trying to find a reason I ain't liking that photo because I ain't doing that. Even though in my mind, I'm like, damn, I do want to get into the real estate game too. I want to get into that game, but they in the game and they further than me in that game and I ain't got what they got. So that hate kicks in, right? That I don't want to support them shit, right? That's the shit that kicks in. But you know how I got that darkness up out of me? I said, you know what? I got to stop looking at what somebody else got and start and thinking hate immediately. And I got to go get some shit for myself, right? I got to start building for myself. That's why I started my own company, because I found something that I was passionate about, right? And I said, I'm getting this darkness the fuck out of me because the darkness is making me a fucking hater. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace that fucking darkness with something that I'm doing for myself while trying to support other people. So now, when I see my cousin and them shit, my cousin and his girl thing that they got going on, not shit, but they think that they got going on with their business, it's motivation, and I love everything that they fucking do. Like everything I see them doing, I like that shit. Because that shit motivates me. It motivates me versus being a fucking hater. Because like I said, there's a darkness that lives inside of each and every fucking one of us. And I don't care what the fuck you say. I don't care what none of y'all say. You could pretend like you fucking want to all day. Pretend. Pre-fucking tend if you want to. But that darkness, it will keep you locked in a position where you'll never support nobody just because you're not happy with yourself. And we got to fix that shit. We definitely have to fix that shit. That darkness that lives in here. How many of y'all can admit? And put this in the comment section if you can admit. Be fucking real. Be a real human. Be a real human. Don't be a bitch. Don't be no fucking punk that can't admit the truth. You scrolling through your Instagram, you scrolling through Facebook, you see accomplishments after accomplishment after accomplishment, shit that your friend's doing. Your friend built a business. My man, Brandon Simmons, built his shit up. He's a motivator. He's a motivational speaker. He does a lot of different things. And when I tell you, I love that shit. Every time I see him post something, I like that shit. Because that darkness ain't in me, right? The darkness is still in there a little bit, but I've been kicking that shit out, kicking it out. But how many of y'all can be real and say and admit that you done went through your Facebook, Instagram, and you done scrolled and you done seen some of your accomplishments that your friends done made? Whether it was they just bought a house, they just started a business, they just had a baby, got married, engaged, got into a new relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, girlfriend, boyfriend, girlfriend, girlfriend, boyfriend, boyfriend. How many of y'all can admit that when y'all saw that shit, y'all, that darkness didn't creep in? Like, man, whatever. Fuck them. I ain't got no girlfriend. I ain't got no boyfriend. I ain't got no house. I ain't got no business. I ain't been in no movies or nothing. I ain't making no videos or nothing. I ain't doing shit. How many of y'all can admit that y'all scroll right past that shit and didn't like it just because that fucking darkness creeped up? How many of y'all can admit that shit? I'll wait. I'll admit that shit. You know how many times, I'm talking about, this has been over the years where I done seen so many different people making moves and I've been like, God damn. I get trapped in here and I let the darkness work on this, and then the darkness goes up here and it turns me into a fucking hater. Where every time I saw somebody doing something good, jealousy kicked in. And it was like, man, whatever. Man, trying to find a reason to say, you know, to basically say why this motherfucker shouldn't have that, or they only got this because of this, or they only got there because of that. That takes us all the way back to the beginning. Don't expect the people around you to support you. That includes family. That takes us all the way back to the beginning. Everything that I just talked about is literally the reason why people don't support you. But they won't admit that shit, right? But then when you become successful, they want to complain, bitch, and cry to the media or on social media about how motherfuckers don't want to help them out now, or why motherfuckers don't want to do shit for them now. The game don't work like that, people. First thing you need to do is work that fucking darkness out of you. Get that motherfucking darkness out of here. Get the darkness out your heart. Get the hate out your heart. Get the jealousy out your heart. Try to fucking be happy for somebody besides yourself. Stop being a selfish ass person and you salty because somebody else put in some fucking work and they worked their ass off to get something, and you didn't support them in the beginning. But now that they got something, you expect them to do some shit for you. Stop doing that. Like, stop. You got to get that darkness out you first. You got to learn how to support somebody at the ground level. And maybe things will change for you. But if you can't support people at the ground level, don't expect them to forget that you were not there for them. Like I said, don't expect the people around you to support you. That includes family. 99% of them will never be happy for you. And that's the fucking truth. Scroll through your Facebook. Scroll through your Instagram. Scroll through your fucking Twitter. Go to your friends. Look at your friends list, because now it's getting out of control. Hold on, I'm sorry. It's getting out of control. It's getting out of control, right? So go through your Instagram, go through your Facebook, go through your Twitter. Scroll. Go to your friends list. Take a look at all those thousands of friends you got, right? But I know you know the people that are close to you who are on that list. I know you know the family members that you have on that list. Now think about everything positive that you ever posted about something, an accomplishment you made in life. Think about it. Now, I want you to go back to those posts that you put up, and I want you to look at every single because you can drill down on it, right? So go to a post, drill down on the likes, drill down on the comments, and just look at all the people who liked your shit, or look at all the people who commented on your shit or shared your shit. Take a look at it. Now Now think back to all your close friends or people you thought were your close friends and your family. Now do the math on how many of them liked anything about your accomplishments. Think about it. Take a look. I'll wait. Just take a look at all that shit. That shit is going to tell the true story. It's going to tell the true story. And some people may try to come across and say, well, I don't never see your shit that you post online, man. Shut your ass up. Yes, you do. Yeah, you do. You got 400, 500 posts on Instagram, 600 posts on Instagram. Trust me, the motherfucker saw your shit. They saw something you put up. But you ever notice that they never like your shit? They never reach out to you? None of that shit. But then they expect you, when your shit pop, they expect you to do something for them. For everybody that I grew up with, that's like reaching out to me now. We used to be real tight back then. And you're reaching out to me now, looking for a spot on the show or trying to get on to the show, and you want to be a guest on the show. And those that know, they know. Why now? Why now? When we were like this growing up, and then all of a sudden, nothing. Then all of a sudden, this is going on. Other stuff is going on. Now you want to be a part, or you want to come together with me again. People can see through that shit, man. It don't feel good to not have the support of the people that you expect or hope would support you. Shit don't feel good. And don't get me wrong. I'm not sitting up here sad or shit. Because trust me, I've been doing this shit long enough. This is only episode, I believe, 8 of the podcast. But go to my Instagram, Dustin Calloway. Go to my Facebook, Dustin J. Calloway on Facebook. You'll see I've been doing this shit for a long time. I'm getting video, the memory shit on Facebook. I'm getting those popping up now saying shit from a year ago, 2 years ago. I'm like, damn, I've been really doing this shit for a minute now. I've been trying to build this shit up. And I finally found my lane, and I love this shit. But now, I'm at a point now where it's I'm going to keep doing this shit on my own. And if I make some relationships out of this, if I build some nice relationships, partnerships out of this, that's what I'm going to build on going forward. But just for someone to, pop back up now and try to jump back into my life now and say, what's up, man? What you been up to, man? Ain't nothing, man. What you been doing, man? We need to link up. You need to have me on your show. Now, huh? That's what we need to do. But what about when these fucking cameras wasn't on? What about when I wasn't posting shit about my company, my training company? Well, what about before that? Before that, it was crickets, nothing. But now all of a sudden, no, life don't fucking work like that. And this is why people that become successful act the fucking way that they do. This is why people, and again, I said, I'm not where I want to be. I'll be there. But this is why people act the way that they do. And it ain't changing up. It's just, I'm going back into the memory. We go back into the memory and we think back to damn, in high school, I would consider myself a star football player. I got 4 records at the high school. I did pretty good. I got letters from every fucking school through the nation, right? Up until I got my knee injury, right? But prior to that, how many people really supported me when I was doing all that shit before I was successful at it? Think back. And I dare a motherfucker to come in the comments and say, well, I was always there for you. Really? My memory ain't gone. My memory is pretty sharp. I don't harm this up here. So if anybody got an issue, put a comment down there and let me know. Those that know. You know, I'll go back again before I wrap this video up and say this. A lot of people, you know, they'll play this game where they try to pretend like they don't know what they did and know good and damn well that they knew, right? And this is just to go back and say this. Ground level, motherfucker won't support you. But when they see the bubble, they try to support you. We remember that shit. We remember it all. So, moving forward, that darkness that you got in here, that darkness, that fucking illness, because that's what it is, it's a fucking illness. And it's part of my illness too that I work on every fucking day. You got to find a way to get it out of there. You got to find a way to get it out of there. Because if you don't, we're going to keep playing this fucking game where we running in a circle like this, chasing each other, right? I start here ground level. I build my shit up. You never support me ground level. I build my shit up here. All of a sudden, you start to peek in a little bit. Now I'm super successful, and it's too late for you to get in. So I don't do shit for you when I become successful. Now you come up here, you see my success, ask me for a piece of my success. I say no. So then, boom, you go back behind me and say, well, fuck him. Fuck this motherfucker. He don't do this. He don't do that for his family. He don't do that, or she don't do that for the family, this or that, or friends, or this and that, blah, blah, blah. And now I got to come back and fucking defend myself. But remember, ground floor, you were not there for me. You were not there for her, him, whoever. You were not there for the motherfucker. So don't expect me to do something for you now. So again, don't expect the people around you to support you. That includes family. But don't forget, don't expect me to do shit for you when I make it to where I've been trying to get to. So that's going to wrap it up. That's going to wrap it up for Let's Talk Podcast. This one, again, they all heavy for me. They all heavy. Yeah. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up for this episode. I got some stuff to get into with the business. So again, please smash that like button. Please share this video. Please subscribe. Please hit the subscribe button. I just need to get y'all to hit that button because again, this is going to help me down the line to build this thing up. I want to build this thing up and blow it out the water. Right now, I am only showing this podcast on YouTube. I'm not hosting it anywhere else. It's just YouTube right now. So there are no residuals coming in for this. This is just me doing this thing. So again, please smash that like button. Please subscribe. Please share this video. Please tell everyone that you know about this podcast. And until the next time, I think I'm going to say peace today. Just go over to YouTube. Go over to Instagram, Dustin Calloway. Follow me on Instagram. Go over to Facebook, Dustin J. Calloway. Follow me. Twitter, Dustin_Calloway. And let's get it, people. Till the next time, I'll see you when I see you. Peace.